their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd and 8. He puts everything behind this one. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Yeah, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now it's Irving. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. He'll throw it. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two in 3rd downs vertical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Williams starting with a pass here. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. He was looking Keenan Allen's way there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Williams from the gun. Throw reeled in by Allen. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Working from the gun, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. He's got time here. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's second down.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They are throwing it again. This finds Evans, complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Third and just 2 to go. Going with Irving here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be Bears football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And he's going to step out a yard or two short of the 30. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Chicago first down. Moore going in motion left. First down throw by Williams. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He finds space, middle of the field. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Finds his target, Allen. And he gets this forward to the 19. Offense in the hurry up here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Now he takes it.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get.
Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a second quarter lead. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears take a 4-point lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Got Evans, it's complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Irving here from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
They go play action on 1st. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. They'll throw it. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, your internal clock right there, it has got to be tuned up a little bit. Plenty of time. In this league, if you get 3 seconds to throw the ball and it's not out of your hands, that responsibility falls on you as a QB. But give some credit to the defense, who was able to get home and get the sack.
McMillan holds it in. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
From the gun on 3rd down. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And 4th and 4 coming up. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now here's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. On his Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 3. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. After the pick, here's Williams. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now Williams. Searches from the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. So that brings up second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Williams throwing again here on second down. His pass caught by Allen. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so they're left facing a 4th down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. He connects downfield on 4. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down. Running behind center with Swift. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain for them on 2nd and goal, and now they need 8 on 3rd.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Bears trying to make some noise before halftime. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Williams from the gun. Has it down close. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Working from the gun, Williams. Looking for some, and he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home, and boy, did they ever in a big moment.
First and 10, looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Evans. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Was hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. So 2nd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Catch made by Allen. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
The Buccaneers add another DB. 3rd down coming up. To throw, Williams. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take the lead just before halftime. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears take a 4-point lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here's Palmer. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. First and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Williams. Taking a deep shot here. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime. DJ Moore, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears drive their lead to 11. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw now. Escapes the pocket. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And they bring him down around the 34.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears parlay the interception into points. It's a Romadudes, a touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. The Clemson rookie has it. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. You get a pick-6. You get a pick-6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
Highlight? You're going to call a pick-6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rob.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set. First and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. And that one is picked off. But wait a second. Oh, it came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again, in a massive sack on 1st down. Well, that's the right way to begin this series defensively.
He throws him. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. It's a Roller Dudes a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Bears grow their lead yet again. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's stopped on the return at the 27.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Bears take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position, because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Trying again following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Williams set to pass. Completed here to Komet. And he's taken down at the 30.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Able to get it to Moore. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, sit on the bench to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. Completed to his running back. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Third down, 1 yard to go. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on the 3rd and 1 run.
They'll run it with Swift. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bears throwing 6 more on the blowout. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears continue piling onto this lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here's Palmer. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 36. Hits his running back. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To throw here on 1st down. That pass complete to Irving. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. They are throwing it again. This one finds Irving. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing it again here. This finds Evans, complete. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll throw it again. Hits him on the in route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that will set up 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. He's going to throw this one. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and goal.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers putting up points in a game decided. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers take 7 points off the deficit.
Buccaneers 17.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Swift to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Going run again with Swift. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears close to picking up their 5th win. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. A give right side for Swift. And he's brought down after a short gain. Give him only 3, and that brings up 4th down and 8.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Irving hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 29. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. He'll throw it yet again. Finds the in route, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners, as we say so long from Chicago.